Good morning, everyone. So this morning I'm actually making something new that I just saw online. I'm going to give it a try and see how it works. So it is called discard brownies. So I have here 125 grams of discard. In this bowl I have, it is, so 200 grams of sugar, 110 grams of dark brown sugar, 2 full eggs and 1 egg yolk. In here, I have 120 grams of flour and 10 grams of salt. Now over here on my double boiler, I have gone ahead and I have mixed together 113 grams of butter, 340 grams of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 40 grams of cocoa powder, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay, so it does say to, in the directions it says to melt the butter, chocolate, vanilla, and cocoa until it's smooth, and now it says to cool slightly. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I'm taking it off of the double boiler now. To make a double boiler, if you don't know how, so you take a pot, put a bit of water into the bottom, bring it to a boil, take something like most people use a glass bowl, put it over top of that pot, make sure that you turn your water back down to a simmer, and then it will slowly melt the ingredients in that bowl, instead of using a microwave where you can very easily overdo it in the microwave. I've done that several times, so I do prefer myself, just to make sure, I do prefer to do the double boiler method. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to beat my sugars and my eggs. It does say to beat them for 7 to 10 minutes, so I'm going to pause the video while I go ahead and I do that. There's no need for you guys to watch me doing that for the next 7 to 10 minutes. Once that has happened, I will come back and we will continue on with the video. I will see you in a few minutes. Okay, so I've gone ahead and beat my sugars and my eggs for 10 minutes. Now I'm going to add my chocolate mix that I made over the double boiler and have cooled down just a little bit. You want to cool it down just a little bit just to make sure that you're not potentially cooking those eggs. You shouldn't be, with making sure that the sugars and the eggs were blended well, but it's just an added measure for that. Okay, and now you're also going to add in your discard. Okay, throw these in the sink. I just filled up the bowls to make sure that when I go to wash those dishes shortly, that the discard and the chocolate mix are not stuck on it, and it's taking me forever to clean them. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mix these. Once I've mixed these well, I will be back. So I will see you in a few minutes. Hi, baby. What you doing, Aunt? Okay, so I've gone ahead and mixed in my discard and my chocolate mix. Now I'm going to slowly add in my flour mix, and I'm just going to mix it on slow, as I normally do, just because it is flour. And when you're mixing flour and such, you just don't want it to go and have flour everywhere. That would be a big mess, and I don't want to clean a big, huge mess. So I'm just going to add it in slowly, and I'm going to mix it on a nice low speed here. Now, in case you are wondering, I have already gone ahead and preheated my oven to 350 degrees. And I've also gone ahead and buttered and floured a pan just to make sure that they do not, the brownies do not stick to the pan. Okay, now that I've incorporated the flour in here, I'm just going to give it a bit of a faster mix just to make sure. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, I have a nice thick batter. Now we're going to take this batter and we're going to put it into my pan here. Make sure that you scrape down the sides with this as well, just to make sure that you get as much of this batter as possible. Okay. There we go. We're now going to fill that bowl up as well. So now I'm going to take my brownies, and they say 35 to 40 minutes in the oven. So, as I always like to do, I am going to put it on a cookie sheet. I don't have any worry about any of this brownie mix coming over the pan and ending up on this, so I'm not even going to bother covering it. So I'm now just going to put it in the oven for 35 minutes. And I will be back shortly after those 35 minutes, and we'll see how the brownies are. I will see you shortly. So I've taken the brownies out. They've actually been in there for an hour because they have been still pretty doughy. They're still a little bit doughy right now, but they're not as bad as what they were. But so I'm just going to take them out because I don't want them to get too bad. So we'll test these later and see how they turn out. So yeah, that's my brownies for you. So thank you. Have a good day and enjoy.